So Sydney and I today decided it would be fun, which it was pretty fun, to build those little haunted house gingerbread things that you make for Halloween out of cookies. And so I made mine, and at least I thought it was pretty good. It was okay until Sydney poked the wall and it caved in. But so once it was all frosting up and I was putting the roofs on and I was frosting the roofs, the roof was like this, and then 5 minutes later it was like this. A couple minutes later it was on the ground. I'm like, oh, that's great. Way to hold up frosting. But I recommend never, ever trying that if you're not good with building things. Hi, puppy. And so after that, we went and played hide and seek all around here. And apparently in my closet, we have like a hidden room thingy because there's like 10 feet behind it of just open space that none of us knew about. I'll show you it later. But it's so cool. So the person who was it had a count in the closet. So my brother thought it would be funny when my friend Caitlin was in the closet counting if he hid in there. And he did, and she counted, and she literally scared herself half to death. And so it was all of our main goals now is to get into that closet and scare the next person who is in it. And so it was pretty funny because everybody wanted it. Everybody wanted to get in the closet, and so we were all fighting for it. And my little sister's about 6 years old, Dory. We did this thing where she didn't quite understand it, where we called migrating. It's where you hide in your spot, and then when the person's gone, you run and you go into a different spot and you just keep changing spots until you get caught or something like that. And it was super funny because that's how a lot of us got to win. And Bailey, oh my god, Bailey, he just couldn't stay in one place, I don't think. Like 1 second he'd be behind the couch, the next behind the bed, all of that. And I came into my room not knowing that they were playing hide and seek because I was outside helping painting. And I came in and I sat down on my bed and I was pretty surprised that I was sitting down with my brother. He was not happy about that and couldn't have the courtesy to tell me that he was there. But hide and seek was pretty fun, especially when you have a 6-year-old playing and three 13-year-olds with my other friend Darcy and a 16-year-old. It was pretty interesting. One of the times I was hiding in my pantry, right there. I don't know if you can see it well. And so, well, I was hiding in the pantry. And I was thirsty, so I grabbed a drink because, you know, they were all hiding and looking around for my brother. And so I got a drink and I was sitting in the pantry still hiding. And my little sister was in. And so she comes in and she opens up the pantry, looks down at me and starts laughing her head off because I have in front of me my lunch and a drink, and I'm sitting on a little teeny tiny step stool, and I'm eating while playing hide and seek. Not the best tactic I'd recommend. What you see, Mr. Bucking Boy? Bigger boy? What you doing? All right. We have 3 dogs. It's quite a nightmare when you're playing hide and seek in my house because we have dogs. And dogs tend to give you away when you're playing hide and seek, especially if you have dogs like us, where all they want to do is be around you. And so when you're trying to hide, you're like, get away, Scooter, or something like that. And it just doesn't work. Why dogs? I mean, if you really think about it, that is the most pointless thing ever, is to play hide and seek when you're in a house full of dogs like mine. And so we were trying this, and we were playing in my mom's room. Well, I hid in my mom's room, which is a bad idea because that's where all the dogs sleep and stay and eat and do whatever they want because apparently I don't know, they just choose to make that their home. And so my mom wasn't in there. Why was I saying that? Well, I was hiding behind one of the giant dressers. And Bella, my fat one, she comes up and just looks at me and is like, that's all she's literally doing. And she just sits there and tries to get next to me, and she has a bell on her neck. So we always know where she is, and so it's like jingly, 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 jing, 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 jingly, jing, 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 every time she moves, and so it's like, and so she kind of gave me away. That's how I lost most of them, was because my fat doggies. Like this one right here. Bucky! Can you see Bucky? Buckaroo! Say hi! Can you see him? I don't think you can. Buckaroo. Here, let me try this again. Bucky Roosk. Ooh.